All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Royal Rumble review for January 27th, 2024. First pay-per-view of the year is in the books. I thought it was decent at best. I thought both Rumble matches sucked for the most part. They didn't get really exciting until like the end. They had a bunch of NXT people or a lot of new people, even some on the main roster that I didn't even really know or even care about that they were in the Rumble. And then you had, yeah, so that was for both Rumbles. Just a lot of jobbers in it. So Cody Rhodes is the first back-to-back winner since Stone Cold Steve Austin did in 1997, 1998. It was pretty obvious. It was gonna be him or CM Punk winning it, and got that prediction wrong. I'm 0 for 1 of my predictions for the year. So it's gonna be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. It's been pretty obvious since last year he didn't finish his story, but this year looks like he's gonna finish his story. And I think how he wins it. The Bloodline's gonna interfere in that Cody Rhodes, the Roman Reigns main event at WrestleMania this year in Philly, and yeah, so they're gonna interfere. Solo and Jimmy Uso and The Rock. The Rock is gonna help Cody Rhodes win this time. It's not gonna be like last year how Solo helped Cody or helped Roman win when he hit the Samoan Spike. They're gonna interfere again, but this time The Rock's gonna come out and help Cody Rhodes win, and then that's how they're gonna set up the match between The Rock and Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania, WrestleMania 41 in Minnesota. Y'all heard it here first. Maybe somebody has said it before me, but it's pretty obvious. That's if they're gonna do that match, but it's most likely they will. CM Punk, he's gonna turn heel. Because after he hit that pedigree on Cody Rhodes in the Rumble, I don't know what he said to the commentary table, but after he hit that pedigree, he got like real arrogant. So I don't know what he said. And after I saw him hit the pedigree and he said something to the commentary desk, the commentary table, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves, I had a feeling that he was gonna lose after he hit that pedigree. So we're gonna see a lot of good promos coming for CM Punk in his heel turn. He's gonna talk a lot of crap, man. It's gonna be good promos from CM Punk coming up with his heel turn. He cost me some damn money, man. I bet $100 on this fool. Pepsi Phil, freaking guy lost. Told Wade Barrett on Raw after that promo with Cody this past Monday. Oh, bet on me. Oh, I'm gonna win the Rumble. Put your money on me. This idiot, Pepsi Phil, ridiculous. And what else? Andrade, he's back in WWE. It's cool to see Andrade. They teased a match between him and, or yeah, future feud or in future match between him and Santos Escobar. I think that'd be dope. Looks like they got him history because Santos was like hugging him or like trying to raise his hand, trying to form an alliance in the Rumble. Do they have some history? I don't know. Maybe they'll bring it up when they eventually feud each other. Jade Cargill makes her in-ring debut finally in WWE. She she tossed out Nia Jax. Thought that was insane. She had an impressive showing in the Royal Rumble. She made it all the way to the final three. That's a pretty good debut for your first match to get all the way to the final three in the Royal Rumble. We had Liv Morgan return at number 30. I didn't mind that, her being number 30. We had Bayley winning the Women's Royal Rumble. So looks like she's gonna challenge Io Sky, and they're gonna do the breakup of Damage Control finally. Groups and book terrible. So yeah, Bayley won the Royal Rumble. She's probably gonna win against Io Sky and break that group up. Braun Breaker in the Royal Rumble. I thought he just dominated guys with the spear. His speed and quickness, man, this dude, he's a future world champion for sure. So hopefully he'll be on the main roster soon, probably as soon as the next draft, whenever it is, WWE draft. R-Truth, this fool, man. This dude is comedy gold, man. So he should he shows up in the women's Royal Rumble. He says, "Oh, I'm in the Royal Rumble" because he drew his number last night on SmackDown. So he thought it was a men's Royal Rumble match, but he didn't realize he didn't realize it was a women's Royal Rumble. So he entered the match, and Adam Pearce comes out there, "Hey, man, what are you doing, man? You're not in the Rumble." It was oh God, whose entrance was it? Was that the Viking chick, the Valhalla, whatever her name is. So, so Valhalla comes out and R-Truth comes out, and he thinks he's in the Rumble, and Pierce tells him, "Man, no, man, this is the women's Rumble. You're in the men's Rumble." Later in the men's Rumble match, he showed up. He thought it was a tag match, so he sees Dominic Mysterio in the match. He starts standing on the apron, waiting for a tag, and Dominic Mysterio tags him into the match. This man's a fool, man. National treasure, man. Hilarious. But yeah, I thought the best match. And oh, I also the KO Kevin Owens Logan Paul match. I thought it was a solid match. Um, yeah, I didn't mind the finish, so it looks like that's gonna continue because you had the uh, was it Logan Paul got the brass knucks from Austin Theory, and then Kevin Owens he saw the brass knuck, so he ripped it off his hand. He put it on his own hand, and then he went for the pin after he hit the stunner. And the ref saw it, so and then the ref disqualified Kevin Owens in the match. So it looks like, and Logan Paul retained the title with the DQ win. So it looks like they're gonna have a rematch at Elimination Chamber most likely, and Logan Paul is gonna win. And this time Logan Paul will cheat to win. He'll try to cheat, but this time he'll actually do the cheating part to win the match. So expect that to continue. And yeah, so my early thoughts on it, and then let's review the rest of the matches. All right, first match, we got the Women's Royal Rumble, 30 Women's Royal Rumble match. First up was Natalia. She got tossed out by Tegan Nox. Second was Naomi. She lasted about an hour, I think. She got eliminated by Jade later on in the match. Bayley was in next. Candice LeRae got tossed out by Damage Control. Jordan Grace, this girl's from NXT, I think. She got tossed out by Bianca. Indy Hartwell got tossed out by Bayley. Or let me just fast forward to the what was it? When Jade Cargill got in there. No point in reading out all the eliminations. Everybody's pretty much seen the match by now. Oh yeah, Jade Cargill gets in there. Impressively, she lifts Nia Jax out and tosses her out. I thought she would have more eliminations than that, but she just tossed out Nia Jax, I think, one elimination, if I remember. And then she had a stare down with Bianca Belair. The people in the crowd, fans started going nuts for that. They teased that for like a few seconds before they got jumped by other girls in the match. Then fast forward to the last three. It was Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, and Bayley. Liv Morgan hit like I think I have the picture of it. Yeah, so she hit the uh what's her move called? Oblivion, I think it's called. So she did that to Jade Cargill. And that got Jade Cargill out, and then Bayley kicked Liv Morgan out from underneath the ropes, and Bayley wins the Royal Rumble. She's gonna face Io Sky most likely at WrestleMania for the women's title. All right, next up we got Fatal Four-Way match for the undisputed Universal title, heavyweight title, between Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. Right from the beginning of the match, all three guys, AJ, LA Knight, and Randy, they jump on Roman, basically form a short alliance. And then there was all guys are outside the ring near the announce table, and those three back suplexes hit on the announce table. So everybody took a back suplex, I think. I think LA Knight took it twice, or I think Randy hit, or I can't remember. LA Knight and Randy did like the most of the back suplexes outside the ring onto the table. Randy tossed Roman to the steel steps, and Randy hit Roman with the clothesline, sending Roman over the top rope. Randy hit AJ with the power slam, and back in the ring, Roman Reigns hit a jumping clothesline on LA Knight, and then Roman hit a back body drop on AJ. He got like a hang time on this one from AJ when he hit the back body drop on Styles. Roman goes for a Superman punch. LA Knight gets out the way. LA Knight hit Roman Reigns with a DDT. And then LA Knight hit a superplex on AJ. So he hit a move on Randy Orton, and then he ran all the way to the other side of the ring, and he hopped up onto the top rope where AJ was, and he hit a superplex on AJ. Thought that was an impressive move. LA Knight hit Roman Reigns with the BFT. AJ Styles broke up the pin, and then AJ Styles hit Roman Reigns with Styles Clash. LA Knight broke up the pin. Randy Orton hit LA Knight with the middle rope DDT before he hit the DDT. He was holding on to him, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah." That was funny. Before he hit the DDT, and then Randy hit AJ Styles. He was setting him up for the phenomenal forearm. Randy Orton saw this, and he dropped him with an RKO from the top rope. When AJ Styles jumped onto it, tried to do the phenomenal forearm, and then he hit an RKO on LA Knight, and then he hit an RKO on Roman Reigns. He went for the pin, and then of course, pretty predictable, bloodline interference. Solo Sikoa, he breaks up the pin, and Solo Sikoa hit the Samoan spike on LA Knight. Solo went for the hip attack on AJ Styles outside the ring near the barricade. AJ Styles got out the way, and and prior to this, Solo Sikoa stacked LA Knight and on top of Randy Orton. So they're doing a callback to WrestleMania 37 with Daniel Bryan and Edge when Roman Reigns stacked them and pinned them. So it looks like that was gonna happen again, but he couldn't get AJ Styles to the onto the stack. So AJ Styles hit a phenomenal forearm. He tried to pin all three guys, so it looked like AJ Styles was gonna do the triple stack pin, but Randy kicked out. I thought all three of them kicked out, but it was only Randy Orton that kicked out. Then AJ Styles hit Roman Reigns with a chair multiple times. Then he hit LA Knight with a chair. Then he went to hit Randy, but Randy hit a thumb to the eye, learning from dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, with that thumb to the eye move on AJ. And then Roman Reigns hit Randy Orton with a spear. Roman hit LA Knight with a Superman punch. Then he hit AJ Styles with a spear for the win. And pretty predictable. Still, you're a Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Got about 2 months. I just want to enjoy this last 2 months of his title reign before he loses to Cody. WrestleMania. Yeah, it's pretty predictable. I thought it was the best match of the night easily. That it wasn't really impressed with the Rumble matches. All right, now we got the next up Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens match for the United States title. KO hit at Logan Paul, or he tossed him with the into the barricade on outside the ring. KO hit a German suplex, and then Logan Paul he swung KO's hand into the pole again, the metal pole. Logan Paul hit a crossbody, and then he punched. He started ripping off the wrist tape of Kevin Owens' injured hand, and he started punching Kevin Owens' hand to further injure it in storyline. And then KO dropped Logan Paul onto his knee. And then he set Logan Paul up in the corner, hit cannonball twice. Then he hit a frog splash on the top rope, got a near fall from that. Logan Paul got his knees up when KO went for a swanton. And Logan Paul hit the buckshot lariat using Hangman Page's move. And then Logan hit a splash from the top rope for a 2 count. I think was it Michael Cole? I think he thought it was a frog splash or something. Got a 2 count from that. And then Logan Paul, so he's got Kevin Owens on the top rope, going for a superplex, and then he shouts out to Corey Graves. He says, "Hey Graves, you told me a few weeks ago no one can superplex Kevin Owens." And then he goes for it, but KO reverses it into his own suplex. He hooked one of Logan Paul's legs, and then he did like a suplex into the ring. Logan Paul went for a punch, and he connected with the punch, and he got a near fall. He was all shocked and stuff. And then so Lord, this is at the point. I got a photo of this. Pretty sure they do. This is the finish. Yeah, right here. Logan Paul's dummy friend. He tries to interfere, and then the ref tosses him out. And then all these goofballs, these jabronis, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller come out to the ring. So we got security trying to get this guy out of the ring, Logan Paul's buddy. And then Austin Theory slides over the brass knuckles of Logan Paul right there. And then Logan Paul, he tries to hit KO with the brass knucks. Kevin Owens blocks it, and then he takes the brass knuckles off of Logan Paul's hand. He puts it on his own hand, and then he hits Logan Paul's with it with the brass knuckles, and he goes for the pin. He gets a one, he gets a two count, and then right back took the brass knucks. And then the ref, after he counted a two, the ref sees the brass knuckles on Kevin Owens' hands, and he disqualifies Kevin Owens from the match. So Logan Paul retains the United States title with the disqualification win. And then after the match, KO's beat the crap out of Logan Paul, and he powerbombed Logan Paul to the announce table. And that was it for that match. So this feud's gonna continue, like I said earlier. So see some more promos from these guys, and they'll have most likely have a rematch at Elimination Chamber in Australia next month. So we'll see how that turns out. Should be Logan Paul retaining, but most likely, I guess. Pretty predictable. All right, next up we got the men's Rumble match. I don't think they've put the photos up for. Yeah, they still have to put the photos up for the men's Rumble match. Yeah, so we'll just use that photo right there. All right, so we got Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Uso brothers starting it off. Grayson Waller and Andrade. And I'll pick it up about when Lashley guys came out. So Lashley, who got tossed out first? I think it was Karrion Kross. Yeah, so Bobby Lashley eliminated Karrion Kross, and then so Lashley's on the apron and Karrion Kross, he's already eliminated. So he grabs Lashley's legs and he eliminates Lashley. And then you got Authors of Pain and the Authors of Pain come out there. So that them and Cross team up on Lashley, and they got Street Profits. They're all brawling. Ludwig Kaiser comes out there and he sees all these guys brawling. He avoids the brawling, and he makes his way to the Rumble match. And then picking up things so later, Pat McAfee, this moron, he enters the Rumble. He tries to get in there. It was Braun Breaker and I think Omos were the two guys that were up, standing up. Everybody else was down. And then Pat McAfee, he entered the ring again, and he eventually eliminated himself. That was just a waste of time. There was no point of him even entering it. And then we got, oh yeah, R-Truth came in there. He hit a five knuckle shuffle using John Cena's move on Damian Priest. That was hilarious. And then just fast forwarding to the final four. It was pretty predictable who the final four was going to be. Gunther, Drew, Cody, and CM Punk. Cody hit the springboard RKO on Gunther. And then Drew, this is a point where Drew and Gunther, they were alternating chops on Cody and CM Punk to see who's got the louder or the harder chop, I guess. So they kept going back and forth there. Then Drew hit Gunther with the Claymore, then he dropped Cody with the Claymore, and then CM Punk. So he dropped all three guys with the Claymore. And then CM Punk eliminated Drew McIntyre. So we're down to three. And then Cody, he eliminates Gunther. So now down to the final two. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. They hit a double clothesline on each other, dropping each other to the ground. Cody Rhodes hit CM Punk with the power slam. And then CM Punk hit the triple Germans, three German suplexes on Cody. Punk hit the Bulldog. And then Cody Rhodes hit the Crossroads. CM Punk hit the GTS. And then he hit the pedigree. And then Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk's like, I didn't miss 10 years just to come back and lose to Dusty's kid. And then Cody, that was kind of heelish. So that's why I'm pretty sure he's gonna turn heel. And whatever he said after he hit the pedigree to the announce table, and then eventually Cody Rhodes tosses him out. And your Royal Rumble winner again for the second straight year is Cody Rhodes. So yeah. And then and during the match, not Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were in skyboxes. They kept showing them I think after the match and like at points during the match. So yeah, it's pretty obvious now and then Cody Rhodes pointed at Roman Reigns and they had to stare down. Paul Heyman gave the title, the Universal Heavyweight title to Roman, and he stood up with it. Started looking at Cody Rhodes down in the ring, and then Cody Rhodes looking at up at Roman Reigns from the ring. Pretty obvious this is going to be the main event this year again, after how last year ended, and he did finish his story. It looks like this year he's going to finish it. Seth Rollins going to face CM Punk. CM Punk's probably going to win the Elimination Chamber match to get his WrestleMania main event that he didn't get years ago after he was complaining about The Rock getting his spot and Cena. And then yeah, so Rhodes gonna face Roman. Rollins is gonna face Punk, and then the other big matches. We'll see if it's gonna be Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, but most likely won't be because Lesnar got named in the lawsuit in the Vince McMahon lawsuit. So he's probably not gonna be back for a while, or he might be done too. If he quits, or we'll see what happens with that. So Gunther, not sure who he's gonna face, but maybe it's most likely gonna be Jey Uso at WrestleMania because I think, yeah, Gunther was the one that tossed out Jey Uso, so they can start a storyline from that. And yeah, other matches. Who's Randy Orton gonna be? Yeah, Randy Orton's gonna get lost in the shuffle. I don't know if he's gonna get a big name opponent this year at WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, so the best match was easily the Fatal Four Way, I thought. Real back and forth match. And then I thought worst match, you pick either Rumble match. I thought both Rumble matches sucked. Give this pay-per-view score out of 10, be probably about a 5 or 6, somewhere around there. So yeah, my thoughts on the Royal Rumble. See ya.